Howdy folks, today is Tuesday, February 18th. It is 4:49 p.m. and the temperature is rather cold, minus 7 degrees Celsius. And with the wind chill, apparently it feels more like minus 17. And that is Spadina Station right there. Well, the Walmer exit to the station. As you can see, the city is still very much buried in snow. We had a couple of very big snowfalls last week. One on Wednesday, and then again over the weekend. This is the Annex neighborhood, but what I'll be doing is heading south and walking through Mirvish Village. Mirvish Village is bordered by Bloor Street here to the north, College Street to the south, and to the west by Bathurst Street, and to the east by Spadina Avenue. What I want to do is head down Major Street here as I climb over a giant snowbank. There's a look at the bike lane, which is somewhat clear, but not on this side. It's always interesting to see how the residential areas are coping after a big snowfall. Oh, someone left their Jordans behind. That's an unusual thing to see. This is south on Major Street. Mirvish Village, I think, has a population around 6,000 residents. It's mostly older homes like this. I would say the sidewalks are in fair shape, not the best if you have any accessibility issues, but they're definitely manageable with the right footwear. On Sunday, I was out recording a live stream and a couple of videos at the tail end of the big snowstorm, and I didn't go out at all yesterday. The TTC wasn't running service on line 1 on the Yonge Street side where I live. And shuttle buses at this time of year are a particularly miserable experience. These cars are buried. So I opted just to stay inside, and this is my first time venturing out since. Thank you. So I think this street here is Sussex. You can take this over to Spadina, then I'll head down to Harvard Street and we'll walk through the main commercial area in Neighbourhood Village. So there's an Amazon guy doing his thing. I've been trying to order less and less from Amazon. In fact, I haven't in quite a few weeks. As we look up in the alleyway, there appears to be a vehicle stuck in it. This is Robert Street, and a new park has emerged after years of construction. Sidewalk closed. Wow, they have excellent snow clearing here. That or the surface is heated. It's quite a stark contrast from the street. And then straight ahead on the other side of Spadina is the University of Toronto St. George campus. These streetcar tracks were supposed to open or reopen in December, and they are still not yet ready. Speaking of the Toronto Transit Commission, apparently there was no service for part of the morning rush hour on Line 1. There was a massive crowd of people waiting for non-existent shuttle buses in front of Eglinton Station. There's pictures on Reddit documenting that. Kind of wish I just popped out of the apartment and documented that. That would have been an easy video to make. It's the University of Toronto's graduate housing right there. And the CN Tower off in the distance. This wind has picked up. It feels every bit of that. It feels like minus 17 that my phone says. Harvard Street. This goes east-west right through the middle of Harvard Village. So we're going to go west here. It's going to take several days of above zero weather before the snow starts to go away. This is a really underrated neighborhood. There's a lot of neat bars and restaurants. One of them that was quite popular, just coming up in a few blocks, called Her Father's Cider, suddenly closed down recently. I was going to say thank you, but I stumbled trying to get the words out. Ooh. There's a bike that won't be seeing action for a while. I don't know how long the camera was pointed down for. Back to Robert Street.
How are you? You look all bundled up. You're matching though.
There's the popular Harvard Bakery. And there's the suddenly closed permanently Her Father's Cider and Kitchen. It's listed on Google Maps as temporarily closed, but that apparently is not the case. This is called Boys of Major Lane. I wonder if there was a Major family that street is named after and they had a number of kids in their family, or boys to be specific, they named the lane after. The city tends to get quite creative and playful with some of the laneway names. Here's a curious business, the Rock Store. As we make it to Brunswick Avenue.
Like 16, no, but like 16. Like, I don't know.
There's a coin laundromat. There's no doubt a lot of houses that have been carved up to rental properties in this area where people don't have washing machines. And every time I walk by this place on a live stream, people recommend it. Apparently there's a bakery, there it is, Emmer, that recently closed. That was a popular spot in this area. So they're recently closed or it's closing and it just doesn't happen to be open right now. There's Central Technical School across the street. All right, let's go down Crofton Street for a little bit. It's called Crofton Street, but it's really a laneway. It's known for having a number of laneway homes and art on the garages. There's a laneway home. I don't know if that's a car coming this way or if it's stuck. There's a lot of people with two-wheel drive cars that don't have snow tires that are a little in over their head trying to drive around in this. You can tell based on who's cleared the way, who is accessing the garage in this. Maybe they've just popped in to grab a shovel. This person's waiting for them. They blocking you?
Yeah. Is there anyone there? Or?
The car's empty.
Okay.
It doesn't even seem like it was recently running. I don't know.
Oh,
Oh, this is Ulster Street. Could have kept going south. Down to College. Hopefully the person in that Honda gets out of the way. That's Bathurst Street straight ahead. Let's take Lippincott Street here. Up to Harvard Street. Do you clear all of the snow off your vehicle before you take it on the streets? I saw a number of inconsiderate assholes driving around with a sheet of snow on their roof. Just on my way between the subway station or my apartment to the subway station. There's a car coming. Look at that house. I'm not sure if GO trains were running today. I read somewhere that they weren't. Also yesterday, a plane flipped upside down, landing at Toronto Pearson Airport, and fortunately all 80 people on board survived. We also had the Ontario Provincial Premier debate, and I'm more convinced than ever that Doug Ford is a gigantic moron. But he'll probably win because a lot of the voters in this province aren't very bright. There is Central Tech. That was founded in 1915. So we're going to head over to Bathurst Street, then north up to Bathurst Station. Fantasy Kitchen, pizza, burgers, wraps. So Harvard Street continues straight ahead over to Ossington. And most of the stretch developed in the late 1800s. Between the 20s and 60s, it was a very Hungarian area. Hungarian and Portuguese. So that pickup truck blatantly runs the red light, or more specifically, the driver of it blatantly runs the red light. Okay, let's cross. Why not? We have the light. There's a look south down Bathurst Street. You might see some 511 Bathurst streetcars roll by. They filmed a number of notable movies at Central Tech. I think Good Will Hunting, Flashpoint, well, that was a TV show. Resident Evil Apocalypse. Silent Hill 3D is another one I remember they filmed there. And we're going to walk past Mirvish Village and the redevelopment of the old Honest Ed site. So those apartment buildings you see straight ahead off in the distance. There is a 506 Carlton streetcar. It says off route. No shit, that is really off route. Annex Espresso Bar. I believe the neighborhood to the left is actually considered to be Palmerston, as the Annex is north of Bloor. Also, the Annex is east of Bathurst. It's a bit of a stretch calling that Annex Espresso, and it's in Palmerston and across from Harbour Village. It's the most recognizable neighborhood name in the area. This is Lennox Street. There's part of the newly redeveloped Mirvish Village. Niagara College of Canada Toronto School of Management is open. One of my favorite bars, the Victory Cafe, used to be located right over there, but that got axed due to the redevelopment. It reimagines itself as more of a pizza restaurant in the Annex. Well, it's nice to have this stretch of sidewalk opened up. And there's an LCBO that's open. This used to be the site of Honest Ed's, a very large kind of discount department store. They sold a lot of junk, but there were some good deals there too. When I lived in the area, I once went there and bought a slow cooker. So Koreatown over there. The Annex over here. might come back and record a snow-covered Koreatown and Annex at some point in the coming days. It's one of my favorite areas to walk through. I've just been meaning to revisit Neighbourhood Village for a while.
Why don't I take the bus? Oh no, I'll drive you.
And we have made it to Bathurst Station.
I love fall. Fall is my favorite season. And there's not
It always smells so good in the station.
Kids are just.
And there's the reason why.
5016, 5016, please call control.
Well, I hope you enjoyed this one. Do let me know your thoughts and comments down below. If you wish to support what I do, there's links to my Patreon and YouTube channel membership down in the description. I've got an Instagram account at Johnny Strides, and there is a super thanks button appearing down below if you wish to say thanks that way. Looks like the next train is here in 2 minutes. So, thank you for watching. Stay warm, stay safe, and I will catch you in the next one. Yoink.